Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at the fundamental and derived units. In physics, there are what we call quantities. Quantities are those measurable things like mass. The mass of a human being can be measured, or the weight. Time, you can measure time and you can be able to say that this is 10 seconds, this is 50 seconds or 1 hour. Using a stopwatch, you can measure time. Now, length, the length of my palm, you can measure the length using a ruler. So anything you can measure, it is known as a quantity. And in order to identify these quantities, we add what we call units to them, so that when you say 10 kilometers, we know you are talking about length. So in physics, we have what we call fundamental and derived units or quantities. So those fundamental quantities or units are the ones that you don't get from anywhere, whereas the derived quantities and units, you get them from fundamental quantities and units. So good examples of fundamental quantities are length, mass, and time. Those are fundamental quantities, and their units are meters for length, seconds for time, and kilogram for mass. So from these fundamental quantities, when you multiply them or divide them, you can get what we call derived units or quantities. An example of derived quantities and units are things like meter per second, which is for the quantity velocity, and meter per second square, which is for the quantity acceleration. So by way of getting that note, fundamental units are basic units of fundamental quantities like mass, time, and length, and they are kilogram, seconds, and meters, KSM respectively. Whereas derived units are units derived from the fundamental unit. So you actually get the derived unit from fundamental units by multiplying or dividing. So whenever you have any activity like multiplication or division on a fundamental unit, you get what we call derived unit. So a good example of derived quantity is velocity, and the unit is meter per second. An example of another example of derived quantity is acceleration, and the unit is meter per second square. So check out what is happening here. There is a division of meter, which is a fundamental unit, by another fundamental unit, seconds, and that's why we have a derived unit. Here there is both division and multiplication. Here is multiplication of seconds by into two places, and also division of what you get by division of meter by what you get. So that's why you're having derived units. So whenever you work on conduct operations on fundamental units, you get what we call derived units. So as a way of example, I'm going to expect you to make a table of all the fundamental and derived units. So do this assignment and drop it in the comment section of this video, so that I will know whether check your textbooks. You're going to see a whole list of fundamental units. There are other ones like Kelvin for temperature and the rest of them. Then under derived units, there are units like watts for power, Newton per meter squared, and the rest of them. So make this table and submit it as an assignment. Put it also in the WhatsApp group. Let me see your assignments in the WhatsApp group. Make the research, submit them, let me look at them. If you're not yet a paid member of our WhatsApp group, you pay. Once you pay, you get me the payment details, so that I'll add you up to the paid WhatsApp group, where we'll monitor the students and make sure that they do our assignments. We give them assignments, we'll mark it, and we'll follow them up. So hit the subscribe button immediately, so that you get subscribed to our channel. In our channel here, we'll bring you lectures that will help you in both your WHATAP, O-level, your A-level, IJMB, and JUPEB, and any form of lesson that you want to be taking online. We are the foremost school online in the whole of the country, the whole of Africa as a whole, bringing you online lectures that will help you learn from anywhere that you are. If you have any questions and concerns, you can always drop them in the comment section. Once we go through them, then we'll give you a feedback. Thank you and God bless.